Okay. Says we're
Where's this
live.
being live? Where's this being live streamed?
Yeah, yeah,
YouTube.
YouTube.
Yes. Hang on.
Yes.
I'm gonna share it on my story then as well.
That'd be
Absolutely.
awesome. And I will go ahead and just ask in our chat if somebody else can share to our socials.
Um, oh my god,
This
And
is
we are
insane.
about to go. Thank you, everybody. This is so
So
exciting.
this is
freaking
madness.
exciting.
Okay, copy
So
that.
I'm just gonna pretend that I haven't just seen it.
Okay, we are good. Okay, we are live. The chat's bopping already. Hey, everybody, welcome to a super special Kyle's birthday edition. Happy
Yeah.
birthday, Kyle.
Thank you.
A
Thank you.
perfect organism. This is huge news. We just saw our very first actual footage, pre-alpha build footage of what is now confirmed to be Alien Isolation 2 by Creative Assembly. And we are here. We were like, you know what? If Jamie's driving, everybody's all over the place. Like those of us who are available need to jump on and talk because I'm so excited. I literally
Freaking
didn't
out.
have my mic plugged in when we started this episode.
True story.
What do you guys think?
Yeah, I'm literally in a cafe with no background. So hi everyone. Yeah.
The ambiance is nice.
I haven't
Yeah.
seen
Right.
it.
Right.
I haven't seen it. I haven't watched anything. So I'm gonna watch it right now as we're
And then
Oh
live
my God, we're gonna
reaction
get to
for
watch
real.
Ross's live
this is
reaction
my
to this.
reaction.
This is
Bearing in
very,
mind,
very exciting.
which one is it? There's Alien Isolation reveal trailer. That's
Yep,
not it.
that's
Is
it.
Is that the one?
That is it.
Yes.
Yeah.
If
All
I
right, go
swear,
ahead.
if I swear, I'm really sorry.
No, go for it. Kyle, do you mind muting when you're not talking just because the birds are making some interference? Also,
Yeah, I
again,
got you.
happy birthday.
Happy birthday, man.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Well, you
Resident
have
Evil.
Ross, why
hold
don't
on.
you actually, if you don't mind, talk us through while you're watching it, just so we kind of like,
Yeah.
you know,
So
get your
I'm just in
pleasure.
like some woodlands.
Yeah.
Looks really like reminds me of Evil Dead.
Little bit.
Fede Alvarez's Evil Dead.
The trees.
Mhm.
Bit of a like this like the bogs in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, exactly.
Creative Assembly. Your mistake. It wasn't expensive. Oh shit! Oh my god! This
I
is
know.
amazing.
I know.
Live
Hang
reaction.
on. No! Is that KG fucking 7-3 thing? That's
I knew.
what?
I knew he was gonna know everything.
Yeah.
This is amazing getting to watch you react live.
What's going on? That is KG-73 Labs. They're the oh my days. Yes. So KG-73 is obviously. Are we on the planet that orbited Sevastopol?
Ooh.
Oh. Oh, oh
I
my
know,
God.
I know.
Oh my
So we
God.
got a lot of things to talk about. We have a lot of let's talk super broad strokes first of all. Amanda's alive, right? Clearly, like
Yeah,
Mhm.
well,
she was actually
yes.
intercepted and picked up. We see her actually, which is incredible for this
Her
one
arms.
flash, like one, and there's a frame of her eyes opening, right?
Yeah.
We have somebody who apparently is Yutani, you know, or somebody who works for the company, but I would imagine Yutani because it sounds like she's speaking Japanese. I don't know, maybe not. And she's, you know, talking to Amanda about what a mistake Amanda made in terms of the, you know, her demolishing the Sevastopol. Uh, this is like unbelievable.
This is
I was
incredible.
paranoid it wasn't her. Like I was.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it most likely is, and I'm glad it is. But I was like paranoid that it was going to be a new character, and that's fine. But if it were, but it seems like we're going to get another Amanda Rip this story, and I don't think it's Hadley So. I don't think this is
No.
like even though
No.
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 I think this is the planet that Sevastopol was orbiting. Although it may not be because we didn't actually see it land in for those that have completed it, because I know not everybody here has completed it, but yeah, that's definitely the special projects KG-73. At least I think it's called KG-73, but that's basically the part where Amanda and the sheriff tried to trap the alien, but not Samuel, sorry. Oh God, the other guy that was helping her let it out because she was stuck. So he took her to this special, and it's like a detachable laboratory. And then obviously then Waits, who was the sheriff, traps her in there and jettisons them both away from Sevastopol. And obviously she escapes or whatever. But we never actually see where that goes to. It's just spinning around for ages. So it could, but saying that actually, it can't really be on the planet because I swear Waite said it was just a gas giant. So it must have just orbited somewhere else and just gone. But I don't know. I don't know.
So are you talking about with Ricardo?
Ricardo, sorry, yes.
Ricardo, who, by the way, such a G. I love that.
Oh yeah, I love Ricardo.
It's a great character, right?
He is a G.
Yeah. Have you completed it, Micah? Have you completed it?
I haven't myself, but
yeah,
I by proxy, yes.
Yeah, so you know what happens to Ricardo.
Yes.
I'd imagine everybody else should, because if you don't,
spoiler alert, spoilers.
Guys. Yeah. I've actually seen how many hours I've played on it, and I think it is over 200,000 hours.
Are you kidding me right now?
That's not possible.
That's crazy.
Since 2014, I've not stopped playing it.
That's fucking wild, Ross. That is a lot. Yeah. That's a lot of hours.
that's fucking insane. What?
Yeah.
Listen, when I say I know every single sound effect as to what the alien does, I know everything about this game. Every nook and cranny. I know when the alien's not going to see you, how it's not going to see you. I know every glitch. I know everything about this game.
But I love it. But I love that we're in a situation where we don't actually know anything for real about this next one yet.
I know.
But so I want to go through some of the comments. Our chat is exploding because all of our producers all hopped in at the same time too. I want to read some of those. I want to say it is amazing to see after all of this time, like actual footage from an Alien Isolation project that is not the one that we have just played dozens of thousands of hours on in our lives. Like this is an insane moment. And I just really want to recognize that. It's not lost on me that when Romulus had its first trailer, which I believe was in May 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago. Yeah, it was 3 years ago. Yeah. I was in the middle of a bike ride and I remember like all of a sudden our chat exploded and I like pulled the bike over to the side of the road and I sat down in my Lycra and watched this trailer and like got so excited. Same thing happened today. I was on the bike, I was exercising and the chat started going crazy and I was like, wait, and I got off and I just saw just this flurry. I mean, dozens of text messages from and to people, everybody in the producer chat going crazy. Like this is such a big moment for us as a fandom. And I want to just read a couple quick comments. So Ross says, this is Ross Yost. So many questions like how did Amanda get to that planet? The teaser almost looks like a colony, whereas this trailer looks like a desolate planet. Does the game take place in 2 separate settings? Christian Perez says, I'm scared that it's showing us being stalked by the xenomorph in the area around the colony on the planet world. Ross also says, I'm guessing the woman speaking Japanese is a Wei-Yu exec, giving Amanda another chance to repay for blowing up Sevastopol. There's speculation about because we do see a little bit of Xeno in this thing. We see a little bit of Alien.
I'm just looking now to see if it is actually a warrior one.
It looks like a warrior.
It does,
doesn't it? It looks like it has the ridge.
I'm gonna look because I've drawn Big Chap, the one from Alien Isolation, and the one from Aliens, and there are subtle differences. So when so I should be able to spot.
See if you can identify that. And thank you also, Ross, for correcting me. It was March of 24 was that trailer, not May of 23.
Wow.
Yeah, like crazy. Micah, what'd you think?
I'm still honestly processing it because, and this is like the cynic in me. My first thought was like, oh, it can't be real because this is like, it's just too big of a deal. Like we have played it over and over and over again. And I have to say, Alien Isolation still holds up graphics wise. It looks fucking incredible. And story wise, of course, and AI, like the AI of the Alien in Isolation 1 is amazing. So to even comprehend right now that we get this glimpse into the second one and all of the technology advances that we've had since the first one was created, I just can't believe that we literally live in this time and we get to do this. And first of all, I know, Kyle, I think it was you had said like you were nervous it wasn't Amanda at first.
Yeah,
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 I was too. But as she spoke a little, like when she said her second sentence, I was like, oh, that's Amanda. And I found
yeah.
myself being like relieved. Like I talk all the talk about like, oh, it'll be okay if it's a different character. But no, it's not okay. We need Amanda back. I just need her in my life. I'm so excited to see where she goes, what happened, like how she responds to being brought back into this world. Like it would be really cool to compare her journey with Ripley's journey, between Alien and Aliens, and Amanda's journey between Alien Isolation 1 and Alien Isolation 2. And then that sent me spiraling into, oh my God, what if Ellen Ripley could find out that her daughter has gone through all of this stuff too, and whatever happens to her in isolation, just like the relation that they have with this one creature, this one type of creature, is astounding. And the fact that both of these women keep surviving, hopefully, oh my God, I will riot if she dies. But all in all, my brain is just spinning, and I'm really, really excited, really happy with what I saw, and I can't wait to get my hands on this game.
You know, when I first saw the setting, I was like, please don't let this be Predator Badlands. Like that was the first
Yeah.
thing I thought was like, oh, we're gonna see a Predator now, but I really don't think we are. I think it's gonna be it just happens to be this like very atmospheric, very aliens-esque thing, but it looks like it's outside. But with like more forest. Like they're using a lot of they're showing a lot of trees. I only got to watch it once before this reaction, but that was my like knee-jerk reaction. But I don't think this is going to be like an alien predator crossover.
I don't think so either. And to Ross's point, that KG planet that Sevastopol's in the decaying orbit with is a gas giant. So I do think
Right.
I think she's taken somewhere. And I think that where she's taken has the potential to be really interesting because it could be a setting that we have never been on before. It appears to be terrestrial of some kind, but it looks very different. Like to Ross's point, it has a kind of Evil Dead vibe with like the trees and the kind of everything looking kind of askew. That like is so exciting. Like how cool is it to think that we could be stalked, in a landscape that's literally alien to the series as well. It almost like reminds me of the planet they set down on and Forbidden Planet, which was kind of Alien's progenitor in some ways. There's a real sense of like it looks like Earth, but it's like clearly not. You know what I mean?
There's definitely an unsettling feeling about it. It feels very empty with the amount of blue. I don't know. That was my like knee-jerk reaction to it. It feels very stark. So we'll see how that goes.
I want to know
Well,
what is our shelter? What is her mission? Like, what are we doing? And like, are they making her interact with the Xeno to make up for blowing up the Sevastopol at the end? Like, does she have to then be responsible for this creature again? Do we get more than one? I don't think it's suggested from this trailer, but I have questions and I'm so excited.
And it looks to me like, and correct me if I'm wrong, this could be like a penal colony situation, right? Where Wei has intercepted her, they've taken her away, she is being processed, and maybe she escapes from this like penal colony, and all of a sudden she's just on this because like that's where they build them, right? Like if you look at Fury 161, like that place is a shit heap, right? It's
Mhm.
like survivable, like you can somewhat breathe the atmosphere in it, but it's not. It's a place that is like useful to the company only as a prison planet. This could be another thing where like this is where people who destroy company property or fail to save it or whatever go. And maybe she is like being interrogated because when we see her when her eyes open she looks like really tired, right? Like she has like bags under her eyes. She looks like she's been through a lot. I mean, obviously she has been through a lot, and we know
She
that because
looks like
we
she's been through
we
something.
played
I don't
40
know.
hours of the game with her. But and maybe she wakes up, and she's being interrogated and stuff, and then maybe she breaks out, and then to like retrieve her the company unleashes something. I don't know.
Or maybe they don't, maybe they're trying to retrieve her and there's they lose
well,
control over something, or yeah, I don't
well,
know.
the thing that I find really interested, like when you start this trailer straight away, you wouldn't think it's an alien game.
Mm.
It's not got an alien setting at all. So I think hopefully they've tried a brave new approach, and they're just trying a new setting with the hint of the old. So obviously we got KG-73 there as well. Um, I did notice in the trailer as well there is some vehicles. Um, so maybe she's because obviously Sevastopol was like, falling apart. Maybe there was like an ambulance shuttle that was around, that she was able to, because at the end of the game she's just floating around in space, and then a light appears on her, and that's all we know. Now, whether they are going to continue the story from Alien Blackout, which is directly after Alien Isolation, or whether they cancel that out completely, we don't know that yet. So I would probably imagine that it will be a case. Actually, do you know what? I couldn't say. I was going to say I would imagine they'll just cancel out Blackout, or sorry, carry on from Blackout. But I don't know, because the thing is as well, it's like, is there another planet nearby, and why would she go to where the KG-73 thing is? I don't know. It's odd. It's
Well,
odd, but
that's why I'm thinking
really...
she was intercepted by the company and brought somewhere, and maybe the lab that we're seeing is just company technology that looks like what was on Sevastopol, but it's not, or maybe.
No, I don't know. I think because that's a very, very unique design.
The layout is unique for sure.
Yeah, it's very, very unique, So I'd be very, and because even the setting, like, it's as soon as you walk in to KG-73, the trailer shows the exact same setting, but it's obviously destroyed. So it's like they've obviously done that on purpose. So they want you to know, yeah, this is what you think it is. So what they're going to be saying is like, well, why the hell is she there? So I think she's been picked up, and she obviously escapes. She just rockets herself out of wherever she is, and she just crash lands. They're still around the area where Sevastopol is, because, well, she's obviously picking up straight after Alien Isolation, I presume. So then straight away, it's like, maybe it's like hours or 24 hours straight after Alien Isolation, and she's just got out of there, and she just happens to land on like like a moon or something that's got some form of life on there, and she just accidentally happens to land where KG-73 is. Now obviously we know that obviously the xenomorph can survive almost anything, so she probably doesn't realize that it's there. I don't know.
Why does it look different though? That's the thing.
Well, actually, yeah,
Right?
That's a good point. So I've just screen recorded it and just slowed it all down. It does look like a
like a
warrior,
drone, or like a warrior.
A warrior,
with the ridged head. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yes. So
Yeah.
you don't see the ridged head, but on the side of the dome of Alien Isolation, obviously it's smooth and you can see bits in it, but it's got these little round dots on the side of it, and that's specific to the warrior. So even though like, obviously if you take the dome off and you put the, say, big chap and the warrior next to each other, they're not exactly the same. And obviously they've tried really hard to hide it, because even at the end when the Xeno jumps at the screen, it's very, very, very dark, so you can't even see its eyes. So it could just be a normal drone. But then if that's the case and it's a warrior, does that mean that we may be able to get a little bit of firepower and shoot it? And I hope it doesn't kill it. I hope if we do have a little it just
Buys
kind of
us
like
time.
buys us more time than the flamethrower.
Pulling Mr. X and Resident Evil, right, Kyle? Resident
Yeah.
Evil reference right there.
Oh,
Here we go.
no.
Yeah.
All right,
your birthday.
on that,
Mr. X is
yes.
killing us.
All right, yeah. On that note, I must say also, not stealing the heat at all, but this really is my birthday, because Alien Isolation 2 was announced, and Code Veronica, Resident Evil Code Veronica remake, was just announced.
No.
So we're getting close.
No
way.
Yeah. So I'm like, happy birthday. I didn't even get to watch it yet, so that's a later thing.
You got to get birthdays more
tonight.
often. We got to have 2
Yeah.
birthdays for you every year.
Right. No,
half birthday.
literally now. So yeah, I think they should do something like that with Mr. X. My condolences to the Green family right now. I know you're suffering. You're not
He's
if
like
you're not
obsessed
used
with
to
us
it.
right now.
No, yeah, he's your biggest fan.
Yeah.
So but I think if they do something where you can disable him a little bit, and I'm wondering if it is a warrior. I think we're going to see more, and I do think they're going to lean into aliens. Like I personally
Yeah,
like
I think
just
so.
by the teaser, just by the nature of looking at how the xenomorph looks. Like I even saw that for a glimpse. I was like, this doesn't seem to be the same xenomorph. So
Yeah.
I do think we're gonna get a queen. I'm gonna call it now.
I
I
hope
think
so.
we're gonna. I think we are. I think it's gonna
Yeah.
be. They're gonna lean into that. Now, are they then gonna do like an Alien 3 if they make a third one? I don't know how they're gonna do that because then it's just isolation again if you think about it. So,
Mm.
but I I don't know. I think they could do a lot of things. I don't want to speculate. We're not Alien Isolation 3, but I do think that there's going to be a lot of aliens just by just by the nature of the teaser and now this like LV-426 is open terrain. So I think we're going to get a place similar to Hadley's Hope. I'm sure we're going to go into a bar. I'm sure things are going to hit the fan. And I think it's going to be chaos. I hope that it's like a break, like a, what's sorry, why can't I think right now? Infestation that's happening and we're caught in the middle of it because, and we're seeing people because like that would be cool. And then they do something like, you know, a DLC with like Newt, which I think they need to do just to see that kind of vibe because we never got anything like that before. We never really see what happened to the people, and I think this game affords it and
The
whatnot. So I think
donut
they
guy.
can, yeah. I think they need more panic. I think like we've seen
Yeah.
we panic by ourselves playing it, but I think we need to see other people panic, which then will be residual for us, and then we're like, should we be afraid or should we stay calm and frosty, if you will?
I want Micah to read a couple comments quick, and
Oh, yeah.
before we do, just on that point, I think there is fear to be had in open spaces, and I think that's something isolation one, which is weird to call it that now, but that is
Yeah.
what it is. Showed us like the absolute tyranny of enclosed environments, like how fucking scary it is to be chased by one and then more than one thing in an enclosed space where you can't get off, right? There is a different kind of fear to being stalked in an open landscape. I mean, like, look at videos of fucking lions stalking their prey across a grassy plain, and you tell me that is not scary as shit. And we have seen like Chronos the New Dawn, the game that I bring up every time I have a chance to, does a beautiful job of that. Dead
need to play
Space
that.
3,
Oh,
like Dead Space
Such
3
a
did a
almost
sitcom.
job of
done.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, let's
Like,
I'm
go.
almost done.
Right, but
Let's
like
I'll let
go,
you know.
Kyle.
the later
Yeah.
Dead Space game does. There is like a way to make open environments really scary, and I think one of them obviously would be having multiple enemies, like and having them stalking us from different angles. But like, how cool would it be to be stuck in this like transmogrified landscape, like the one that we saw, where it looks like Earth, but it's not Earth, and everything's kind of askew, and there's not really like places to hide. And say we do have a weapon, like say maybe it's not a pulse rifle, but say we have like a sidearm or something.
Mm.
So we can like slow them down theoretically. But like, what if you're being attacked from different angles and you don't know where they are, and you're just trying to make your way through this landscape, and you have no motion tracker, you have no technology because you are escaping from the company, or you're escaping. Like, I mean, what if that's the other thing? What if the company is also stalking you? Like, what if the whole fucking time, like, you think you're running from the alien, you're running from the company, and you don't even know
And
that
the
until partway
alien.
through the game, right?
Yeah.
But the question would be for that though is why would they bother?
I
Because she
mean,
knows too
Why?
much.
she's a liability for sure.
Yeah, but she's it's not enough for her for them to worry about it.
Or
Like for
maybe they
me,
can think that Xena will
so
just take care of her.
do you know what? I'm going to put it out there. This is my prediction for the game. I think she gets captured. I think she gets impregnated. She escapes. She lands on this planet, and she's trying to find a way to get off. And who is it that contacted her when she was having some issues as well? Zula Hendricks. And I think Zula's going to pop up.
Mm.
And I think it's going to be a case of where it'd be bold, where you can play as Zula in some missions and then play as Amanda in others.
Hmm.
That's what I think. Because I think that people want an alien isolation with a touch of aliens, and it would make sense because obviously the first Alien game was heavily inspired by the first one, so it would make sense for them to make it inspired by the second one as well, because obviously they're the two best out of the franchise.
Right.
Um,
But to
and
do it in a
obviously,
way that speaks to the unique things about aliens that make it frightening, right?
exactly, and I think if it is open, like the problem that the Alien Isolation had that they said when they were making the game is that obviously there was a heart monitor sort of thing. So the amount of pressure that the game puts on you when that threshold hits a certain point, the alien retreats and goes back. It's always guaranteed to leave and retreat for a minute or 2 minutes, I think, depending on how many times it tries to attack you. So they will have that same issue, especially if we're in open terrain.
Right.
So the only way then where you can drop the threshold is if you have something to protect yourself, which would obviously be flamethrower or a pulse rifle. Now, if you've got multiple aliens, one flamethrower is not going to work. I mean, I was just doing survival mode on Alien Isolation, and there was two xenomorphs trying to get me, and I was stuck in a corner. I couldn't move, and I had 20, well, they're not really bullets, but 20 bits on me flamethrower, and they were too close for me to use a Molotov. So I was just like, well, I'm screwed. Now imagine if you're in an open world and you've got loads of xenomorphs running at you. What the hell are you going to do then? So I think they will probably add a pulse rifle or something, but I don't think it will kill them. What I would like them to do is to do like a Dead Space thing where if you shoot a limb off, they'll just slow them down and they'll still keep crawling towards you. I think that'd be quite good.
And there's
you
still
have
a
to
weapon
avoid the
because
acid.
yes, acid and stuff. Micah, do some comments.
Okay.
If you
So
don't mind.
going back a little bit, Ross Yost said that we wonder how they might connect the lore to the other films, even Romulus. And then I thought Sky had a really cool point, like avoiding spores would be cool out in the open terrain. Like if you start to
Yeah.
recognize like those like whatever the plants that release the spores and
Little
you
covey
accidentally
action.
yeah, a little covey action on there. It would be Sky says it avoiding spores would be cool. Getting hunted by a xeno in open air environment would be insane to experience. And then there was another cool one that literally made me just react out loud. Let me just find it really quick. Oh, Steve Patterson, the dead trees could mean it's a planet that Wayu uses for environmental experiments, terraforming, etc. So maybe they've released these xenos onto this planet and they're like, okay, let's see how maybe we come up with other people who have also been captured, like Ripley.
Yes.
And we have to either team up with them, try to team up with them. Maybe there's betrayal in that way, a la Last of Us, where you can't really trust the other humans. That would be sick. But then also we have working Joes in the trailer too. So who owns this? What's happening? So and then someone else said like we could tie into Alien Earth, have lots of images running around.
Oh,
That would be fucking great. I would love it.
yes, that would be good. And
So many
they could do like their image nest, which I talked about ages ago, if you remember, where I
Yes.
said that the image nest is basically just rotten corpses, and they all just pop out of all these corpses. I need to draw that. I really,
Do
really
it.
need to draw it. I do. I know. I need to draw it. I will. I'll
Yeah.
draw it.
You do it. Just do it.
You should. We got to go. It's so while Kyle doing Joy's birthday, we have a
Yeah.
house full of kids who are screaming for pizza right now that we have to take care of.
I guess.
I want to just say, like, this is so exciting. I'm so grateful that all of you could be here. Again, happy birthday, Kyle. We love you guys in the chat. We're so glad so many producers and so many, non-producers as well showed up for this. Sky, thank you for having your partner type while you're driving. Eric, I hope you enjoy the pizza you're on the way of picking up. This is so funny. This is one of those, like, where were you moments. This is like, you know what I mean? Like, we're going to remember this. This is Friday, June 5th. And this was the day that we saw Isolation 2 footage for the first time. The last thing I want to say quick as we wrap is we do have a firmer idea, I think, of where they are in production. So this is a pre-alpha build. Pre-alpha, of course, is the very first non-stable, non-feature build of a game. So that means it does not have its like rudimentary gameplay figured out yet. There's a lot of bugs. There are features missing. But it does have an engine. It has graphics. It has the ability to produce, visuals, right? But like a pre-alpha build is something that where they're just sort of testing stuff and trying to get to a place where it is an alpha build. And the alpha build, of course, is the iteration where it's like, all right, let's see where the bugs happen. Like, let's play it through and you tell us when you can't progress any further. And then we'll go fix that, get it to a beta build, which is like, all right, we're almost ready for prime time. This is kind of doing fine tuning. And then, of course, you release it. So the pre-alpha build tells us that it's early on in development. Graphically, that looks the most beautiful thing. I don't think I've ever seen a game look that good. I mean, I can't the fucking flamethrower flames coming out. I'm like, what? But again, we've been burned before, literally, where we've seen renders from things, right? And we don't know if it's necessarily accurate to the game. But the fact that they said pre-alpha build footage makes me think this is actually in-engine footage rendered in the game and not just sort of CG, visuals, which is good, which means they're further along than I think a lot of us thought.
Mhm.
Can I just say one thing? Someone just
Yeah.
put a comment on here, and it said some unconfirmed chatter from Journos. It's called Kurosaki Station, whatever that means. And then someone's put on here, it means Black Cape. So I don't know if that's actually related to it or not, but it might. I wonder if it might be worth if people, if the listeners would be interested if we did like a trailer breakdown and just try and break down each segment and just see
I
if we
think we
try
should
and
absolutely
100%.
should do that.
The
Yeah.
Queen, if you think about, I'm really banking on this Queen thing. Like I'm going.
I think
I'm
I think
in
the
with
Queen's
you.
going to be in it because
So,
everyone thought the
yeah.
Queen was in it anyway in the first one.
Right,
So,
right, exactly.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you have that teasing, but also because I'm looking at future posts for IG, so I found some like gold mine of aliens photography in the Queen. If you think about it, her nest in the background, like when she's hung up, is all black. It kind of looks like a
Black Cape.
Just saying.
Oh shit.
Yes.
Yeah, right. So
the Alien Queen was in Alien Isolation. They did actually do a big the build is in it. There was a YouTuber, I think we shared it in the group chat, who talks about everything about it. And then the Alien Queen was actually meant to be in it, but they just never used it. So
it's got
this
the sounds.
Yeah,
it
that's
exists
it. Yeah,
only as a sound effect in the final
exactly.
build.
So
which is better.
Yeah, it makes it more scary. But then,
terrifying.
How the hell do we fight a queen?
It's gonna be.
Man.
I hope we use the environment. My only thing is that they're fun films, but like I don't want it to turn into like Alien versus Predator, and not with the Predator, but like with the Queen outside, like in Antarctica.
Yeah.
Like
in
I
whale
think we need.
skeletons.
Yeah. Like it's fun for what it is, obviously, but
I love that part.
That part is the only cool part.
It's absurd.
It's so stupid.
Right. So like I like the environment. I know we can't keep this going because we could talk all night, but two things that I thought of, or one of them I'll say is this kind of like if you played in the past, Metal Gear Solid 3? I feel like that's what we're going into, where it's like we went from confined, isolated, like what is it called, claustrophobic spaces to now open terrain. That's what Metal Gear Solid 3. Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 3 really forces a stealth player to kind of reevaluate what it means to hide and to survive. So I know that could be a new thing, but I'm just wondering how far they're going to take that. And the other thing is, Ross, to your point really quickly, is that if they're going to do the Zula Hendrix thing, like, jumping back and forth, my only concern and potential reservation, because Creative Assembly knows what they're doing. I think they're brilliant. But my only reservation is that then it's going to be echoing, and this kind of ties in before, with Resident Evil 9, where Resident Evil 9 has this strong juxtaposition between like OG survival horror and then like Resident Evil 4 action that you get, like, and it jumps back and forth seamlessly. And RE9 is the best thing since 2. You can see, and I don't care what anyone says. Sorry, everyone. But I'm a boomer Resident Evil fan. I've been here since '98. But yeah. So I won't talk about it. But what I'm saying is, if they do that juxtaposition, I just hope it's seamless, because I don't want it to become a trend in new video games.
Yeah.
Like, like that's my only thing, because this is survival horror in essence. The issue is I don't want it to turn into survival horror action, which is what Resident Evil 4 became, and then what RE9 seamlessly juxtaposed. But I just hope they don't jump on that trend now, because I feel like that will be a new thing, especially with 2 characters. So Creative Assembly, please consider what you're seeing. I know it's sellable, but you've got something brilliant with the original.
Yeah. And the last thing quick is that, of course, a major part of Amanda's appeal as a protagonist is that she's not a warrior, right? She's an engineer.
Yeah.
But Zula is a warrior, like in her character in the Dark Horse comics, like she's
great,
awesome character. But she is a fucking badass.
Great character,
and it would be a totally different type of game. But I do have to say, like, after Isolation came out, I was like, Creative Assembly could take a shit on a plate, and I would fucking be there opening day for it. You know what I mean? Because it was so good. So like in my head, as somebody who's not a genius game designer, like I'm thinking like, how could they possibly make this work? But like, we are not the Creative Assembly. Like, I'm sure that if they chose to do that, or if they chose to do new gameplay features, they choose to put a queen in there, they choose to make it more action heavy, it will be in a way. I mean, they've waited more than a decade to announce this game, let alone start making it. They've been thinking a long time about what they would do. I was just talking super quick to sorry, the kids are literally screaming downstairs. I was talking to Jamie about this 2 days ago. Jamie and I were having a conversation about isolation and about how what a miracle it really was, because for so many of us, it is as important and as germane to the Alien series as the 3 films are that everybody. I mean, the 2 films that everybody loves and the 3 films that most people love.
Yeah.
So isolation has broken through into that echelon of like, this is a universally beloved thing that is very important to people. And for a game for a company to come out of nowhere from totally different types of games to make this one-off thing that has stood the test of time, and to wait more than a decade before even pretending to start again. And this is after years. And I'm sure Ross knows this very well too.
I do.
Of them
People
saying,
clamoring.
Alistair saying, we're never going to do another one, right? They would constantly be on Twitter responding to people being like, it's not going to happen. It's never going to happen. We are not interested in it. We are working on our other series. And then when Blackout came out, right, of course, which that's a whole separate conversation about whether they're going to continue that story. What we saw tonight does not contravene the story in Blackout, interestingly enough.
No.
There's nothing in there that could not have happened with Blackout being accounted for.
Mm-hmm.
But when Blackout came out, I'm sure everybody remembers, which I think was 2018, everybody thought that was an Isolation 2 announcement because of the way it was teased, and fandom was so fucking mad that it wasn't. And again, and then people were blowing up Creative Assembly on Twitter again. And Creative Assembly was like, "What do you want from us? We've told you 100 times we're not going to make this game.
Happening.
Like, it's if you see things you think are an Isolation sequel, you're not seeing what you think you're seeing." And then we had those terrible, those in-engine movies that came out and stuff, and it was just this joke. So now
you're being hysterical.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But now, like,
awful.
it's real. They took their time. They're making it, and we are here for the fucking ride of our lives. Thank you to all. We have 40 people in the chat right now. This is nuts. Thank you guys for being here. There's going to be much more to come. We may have more access than you think we have.
Really?
I'm just gonna say. Well, I'm not gonna say what that means, but you'll know soon. And we have so much more to talk about.
You are looking lovely today,
Love you guys. Congratulations.
Hysterical.
Happy birthday to Kyle.
Happy birthday, Kyle.
Happy